Hi, welcome to this new series of video named What's New in HubSpot. So the concept of this video is simply to go through the main product updates or HubSpot features that got released during this month. So as you understand, I will publish a video like that every end of the month to make sure everyone is up to date with the main new product updates of HubSpot. If you're not that new to HubSpot, you know that by clicking here and going to product updates, you will find all the new release that HubSpot did, and you can update them through the date of the release or based on impact, use, or product. The reason I'm doing this video is that, as you can see, just in 1 month, we have 6 pages of features, and even though they put a release impact tag is sometimes a bit confusing when it comes to make sure we got all the information we need. So my goal here is to share with you the list of the features that you should not miss during October. For this month, I noted 10 different features that you should absolutely know if you want to keep your HubSpot knowledge up to date, and let's see them one by one and see how they can impact your HubSpot portal. In order to save you some time, because I don't know how long this video will be, you can find in the description the timecode to all the different product updates I will present in that video. If you're ready, we can go. So the first update that catch our attention is the conditional formatting in table visualization within custom reporting. I'm pretty sure you saw that a lot on LinkedIn because it's really easy to share news because it's really visual. The idea is simply to be able to play with number and duration properties to have a more visual reporting. So you will be able to set up some rules that say if annual revenue is more than 1,000, put it in green. If it's less than 1,000, put it in red, etc., etc. It will help you to have way more visual table type reports. So I think it's pretty cool because it gives you way more possibilities to make your table more visual, thus more understandable. I personally don't use that much the table reporting, but it's good to know that if we use it, we have the possibility to make it more clear. The second update is restore from data backup. This one I was really curious about it because the promise of this new feature is to be able to save a data backup of all our portal or for specific object or specific properties. The first thing I thought when I saw that was like, maybe I can save all the data model of a specific HubSpot portal and re-import it as a backup into another portal. It will be super useful for HubSpot admins because it means you could create like kind of templates and save a lot of time setting up new HubSpot portals. Obviously, I was wrong and they didn't let us do that, but it's really useful to be able to have a specific data backup filtered by property, object, or all portal to prevent dramatic effect in case there is a workflow doing something that we didn't expect or an import that we didn't operate correctly. So think about it, just install the beta and every now and then just create a data backup to make sure everything is safe. The third update is really easy to describe, is mobile chat SDK. I don't think it will apply to most of us, but for people that has a phone app business in iOS or Android, you will be able to directly integrate your HubSpot chat flow within your app, so you can guarantee a more efficient data collection in terms of customer support. And then we have the URL personalization token support in email, and that's really something I needed for one of my clients, so I'm really happy they released beta about it. The idea is that, as you know, in most of your marketing assets, you will be able to insert personalization tokens, such as like hi, first name. The thing that before now, it was not possible to add those personalization token within a link in an email. Why does that matter? Is imagine you have a SaaS business and in your email you want to redirect your lead to his specific portal of your app. Basically, we can find it in HubSpot URLs as we have our app.au and HubSpot, and here is my portal ID. If I'm HubSpot and I want to redirect to a specific page, which is a private page, through an email communication, I need to be able to insert this portal ID property as a personalization token in email. So once again, it's a really situational need, but the fact that we can personalize our URL based on the different contacts that you receive the email is really nice for us. You can think also about different use cases, such as like, for instance, you collect information of product interest about a lead and you have a dedicated page for that product interest, you will be able to use this value in the URL to make sure it redirects to the good page based on the product interest of your contact. Once again, I'm really happy about this news. Next one is not an update, but a sunsetting. They will sunset any stage funnel report. So for the one that don't know what is it about, is for the funnel reports, like basically to calculate the conversion rate for lifecycle stage or for deal pipeline, you will always have the possibility to choose leads that go to any stage of the graph. And I always said it was a bad idea because the concept of a conversion funnel is to calculate the journey of a lead or the journey of a deal. And this kind of lifecycle stage or pipeline should be built in a way that the lead is supposed to go through every single stage to have a clear understanding of your activity. If before you were using this any stage funnel report, you would lose the most important thing about those reports is the conversion rate, because if a lead can go through one stage but not another, there is no way we can calculate a conversion rate between two stages. So it kind of seems like a limitation because they take off this feature, but I think it's a good way because it will force people to create meaningful conversion funnel reports. And in case you have specific lifecycle stage or deal pipeline stage that you want to make optional, you still have the possibility to do so by just clicking on the specific stage, mark it as optional. To summarize this update, it's a limitation because they took off some liberty, but it's a good thing because it forces us to be more consistent with this kind of data. Now we have use association labels in create records and create task workflow actions. So in terms of automation, with HubSpot we are really limited in terms of association. It is not perfect yet, but at least now when we create a record with the workflow action create record or create task, we are able to create association labeling and say that, for instance, I want to associate this new record to only the primary company or every association labeling you have been created to organize your portal. Once again, is not everything you need. We would have preferred, I think, to be able, for instance, to associate specific product to a deal, for instance, but it's going in the good way, and it's still something more than we can do about association in the workflow options. Then smart content for CTAs. I don't know if you know what smart content is, but it was something that was only reserved to landing page, websites and emails, if I'm not wrong. The idea is to be able to change a content, so a block of an email or the block of a landing page, for instance, based on either the lifecycle stage of a contact or based on his membership of a specific list. It means that for one marketing asset, you can deliver the best message to the best person based on his buyer journey or his demographic criteria. Now you can just do the same with CTAs, so it's just adding more personalization tools to our marketing assets, which is a good news. And that's something that doesn't change that much, but is important to know, is that they added the record action to replace copy property, set property, and clear property actions in workflow. If you remember before, when you want to use the action of edit record, you could choose either set property, clear property, or copy property. Now it changed. We have just one big edit record action, and within this action, you can see here, you will be able to either set, clear, or copy. This example is not a good example, but you will see something named use the data variable or something, and you will be able to copy a specific property that already exists as the value of this new property. So once again, it's no more new possibilities, but it might make our life a bit easier when it comes to create complex data management workflows. And this one, convert active to static list, I had to dig it really far away because it was a low release impact, but I really like this idea. Before, when you created an active list, you couldn't convert it to static list. You needed to create a clone and tag it as static, which means that you will have to create two lists for one goal. This one allows you to either convert an active list directly to static list if you, like it can happen to me, tick the wrong case when creating this list, or imagine you have like a specific event or campaign that will end on 1st of November, you will be able to either convert manually this list to static list at the end of the event, or directly schedule the conversion of this list from active to static. This is low impact, but I think it's pretty useful, especially if you're managing a lot of lists in your daily operations. And the last one is lead scoring. They completely rebuild the way they are doing lead scoring. Like they took their lead scoring app and they just create something really new. It's really cool they did that because, to be honest, every time someone was talking about creating a lead scoring within HubSpot, I always thought it was not that good idea. I always recommend to have like a qualification workflows that most of the time fits more the needs of specific activities, or at least to create a hybrid concept of workflow qualification and lead scoring. Now, it seems that they just did it natively and you will be able to create this hybrid between qualification and lead scoring within this new tool. And they had a lot of things such as like company scoring, AI assisted scoring, score threshold, built-in score reporting, etc, etc. It seems to me a super new toy to play with in order to qualify your incoming leads or to do a proper lead scoring. I haven't got the chance to test it yet because I'm planning to release a video about it to have a deep dive into this new tool. So I will tell you my opinion about it and if it can replace my workflow qualification workaround during that specific video. So in my opinion, that was the 10 biggest release of HubSpot. Let me know in the comments if I missed something that deserves interest and what you think about those different releases. And also let me know if it's a format of videos you think deliver good value to you and or if you have any advice you can give me to make it even better. It was great. I wish you a good day and see you soon.